Today, we are honored to be joined by Albert, a member of TMGM's management team. Albert, thank you very much for joining us today. We would also like to thank the management team at TMGM for making this interview possible. To begin with, could you briefly introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your role at TMGM?
Hello, my name's Albert Morrison. I'm a premium account manager for TMGM. Based in our headquarters is in Sydney, but we're Australia based. I focus on at a global scale and also Australian scale. And my role is specialized in fund managers, MAMs, PAMs, investment managers, professional traders, institutional traders, and just the everyday trader that wants to come in and learn as well. So I've spent around 9 years in the financial markets, from trading to the structure, the infrastructure, and focused a lot in how it can trade smoothly when they're focused in trading.
I'm sure our audience now have a clear picture of your background and your role at TMGM. Let's begin with the wider market. Family office and access managers are increasingly looking beyond traditional equities and bonds, with some exploring foreign exchange and digital access derivatives. From TMGM's perspective, what changes have you observed in the trading behavior of high net worth and institutional clients?
One of the main things I've noticed that changed with institutional clients and high net worth clients is diversifications. Beyond just the trading traditional assets, so bonds and things like that. And they've wanted to increase, so sophisticated investors have increasingly allocating to foreign exchange, metals, particularly gold, indies, digital assets and derivatives. Because they want the returns, they aren't simply correlated equities market. So they don't want to just follow the stock market or the bonds. They want to move their assets. And so second is to move their systemic algorithmic trading, so using EAs, API systems, quantitative models, and clients are far more sophisticated about execution. They ask about liquidity, depth, latency, slippage, and before they ask about anything else. And third, the structure. High net worth clients rarely trade as a simple individuals anymore. They come to us through companies, trust, fund management structure, MAM, PAM arrangements, where one manager trades behalf of a pool of investors.
As institutional trading becomes more diverse, security and compliance become even more important. For family office, protecting their access is always key priority. How does TMGM approaches regulatory compliance, fund security and financial transparency to give institutional clients a greater confidence?
So the most important thing about institutional money or anyone's investment money is that's our first priority, is the safety before anything else. TMG operates under a multi-jurisdiction regulatory framework at a global scale, including our Australian entity regulated by ASICs. One of the hardest regulators to be regulated is ASICs, and one of the most respected financial regulators globally. That brings real enforcements and obligations around capital and clients' money handling and conduct. Clients' funds are held in a segregated account, meaning their accounts are separate in a trust account with a tier 1 banks and not under TMGM. So we don't use the money for running costs to day to day. It's separate. Separate from the company's funds, and we have amazing partnerships with tier 1 banks globally. And transparency, clients can see exactly how being executed, their trades are executed, how it's operated, genuine ECN E-style, so meaning their executions are straight through the liquidity providers. And for fund managers running money for others, that really, really matters, especially how they execute their trades. And for complex clients, compliance is the barrier. It's a process we manage for them with proper KYCs, ownership verifications, and handled by dedicated teams.
Great. It's reassuring to understand the safeguards behind the platform. Beyond security, institutional clients also need a trading environment that can support their strategies effectively. TMGM offers a delicate institutional account for access management and professional traders. What advantage does it offer in terms of liquidity, spreads, trading costs, and API connectivity, particularly for high frequency or large volume traders?
So the institutional account is built around four things. Professional traders actually matter. So liquidity is one. Liquidity is very important. Pricing at aggregated tier 1 liquidity providers, which means institutional grade depth when they execute their trades, large tickets, and for high frequency flow gets filled without any slippage you've seen in retail style pricing. Spreads and costs are raw ECN. Pricing gives spreads from zero spreads as well. So that's really effective with transparent commission when they execute their trades. So trading cost is low and importantly predictable. And so what matters when you're modeling a strategy, especially EAs and algorithmic trading. Execution speed, we're talking execution speeds to up to 30 milliseconds. So that's institutional level with low latency infrastructure and premium VPS hosting collated near our services. So we got London, New York, and Japan. Critical for EAs and high frequency systems. Connectivity, we've got full API access alongside with MT4 and MT5. So quantitative teams can plug their own systems straight in as well with TMGM. And the scales backs it up. TMG was ranked number 1 globally in financial magnets for MT4 and MT5. Monthly trading volume with over $2 trillion in US in quarterly volume early 2026. And the volume is exactly why we can offer depth and liquidity.
At the highest level, every decision matters. Choose precision. Choose TMGM.
Thank you. That gives us a clear picture of the practical advantage of the accounts. For many family office, the next consideration is whether it could work with their existing trust or corporate structure. Many of our guests today manage their assets through companies, family trusts, or other corporate structures. How does TMGM handle the onboarding of these clients, particularly where the ownership structure is more complex?
So trust and corporate structure. With TMGM, fully supports accounts held through companies, family trusts, and other corporate structures. And we've built a clear onboarding path for them. So in practice, it works like this. We identify entity itself, company registrations or trust deed, and then we trace the ownership through the ultimate beneficial owners, the real people behind the structure, directors, trustees, and beneficial owners above the relevant thresholds and verified individuals. Where the structure is more complex, saying holding company above a trading company or trust with corporate trustees, we simply work through each layer. I've recently guided a client through these conversations, so including moving the establishment of a fund management from individual accounts into a full corporate structure with a MAM. So MAM is a multi-account management, how we structure our corporate side of TMGM. My honest advice to guests is don't let complex structure put any of them off. Bring us the documents, and TMG's team will map the pathway for all teams. So it's very straightforward.
That's very useful for clients with more sophisticated arrangements. Finally, let's look at the support available to our VIP guests tonight. So what exclusive onboarding support or benefits has TMGM prepared for today's VIP guests? And what is the best way for interested guests to connect with your team?
It's with the partnership, you get a dedicated premium account management. So, and a single point of contact, not just a call center. It's premium service, fast-tracked accounts, open KYCs, premium raw ECM pricing from day one. And for algorithmic traders and EA traders, a full optimized environment for EA setup support and premium VPS hosting. For fund managers, well-built complete structure with MAM and man-pan master accounts, investors, sub-accounts, IB partnerships, arrangements, and where appropriate. And the best way to connect this directly is with me, you guys direct, and reach out.
So our discussion has shown that for institutional investors, the right trading partnership goes beyond market access. It requires security, liquidity, reliable execution, technology, and professional support working together. It's been a great pleasure speaking with you, Albert, and thank you for joining us and sharing your insights today.